Hello, guys. Welcome back to the Millennial Fiascos. And today we are doing a reaction, sort of reaction to the new rules and regulation sets for the F1 2026 calendar. And we have learned few like the DRS is not going to be there anymore. It's going to be something called active aerodynamic that's going to be there. So just wanted to check what these about. So let's get started.
The most visible changes are the wings. Front and rear wings have been
Much
simplified
shorter
with
now,
fewer
much shorter.
elements overall. The rear loses its lower aerodynamic beam wing, while the front wing gets a major overhaul. The elements are narrower, but the
Mhm.
outer sections open up new areas for aero.
So I think if the front wings are narrower, kind of, I think that's like really amazing. When you are like doing those scrambles at the turns, basically. So you see that lot of damage on the wing. I think in the 2025 season, I think we have learned one thing, which was like even we have seen few cases where the wing was slightly damaged. You can see the vertical line, vertical I'm not sure what exactly it is called, but the vertical line just goes like this, and actually the car actually functions better. I just don't know, it happened twice. And the team radio was like, we don't see the drop in the performance. They could have worked on that. I'm not sure if the regulation says to be a straight, or like the fin can be at particular angle or anything like that. But you see that lot of damages happen. That was lucky that it didn't fell off completely, but that did increase the performance by any chance. But yeah, now the narrow wing is there, so I think they can fight better. So yeah, that's
aerodynamic
a good sign.
development. A crucial battleground for teams, as the front wing heavily influences the car's overall aero performance. But the most visible change? Active Aero. In 2026, F1 cars will dynamically adjust the angle of their front and rear wing elements in specified high speed sections. In corners, the flaps are in corner mode, their default closed position to maintain grip. But on
Okay.
designated straights, drivers can engage straight mode, which opens the wings to reduce.
So it is like the same thing, I think. It is kind of a DRS, but I think they can use it anytime, maybe. So I think the person on the front, like DRS was like a cheat code kind of, right? Like you see some cars which are like very fast on the line, and we have seen some amazing battle. But a car which doesn't have the DRS advantage, it just kind of feels it's not fair. But we have seen some amazing battle. I mean, you can see, I think, I'm not sure if the year is right, I'm not sure, but we have seen some battle between Sergio Perez versus Alonso, Sergio Perez versus Sebastian Vettel, Sergio Perez versus big Sergio Perez fan. So Checo fan, big time Checo fan. So Sergio Perez versus Charles Leclerc in Singapore was like one of those battle as well of the DRS. Brilliantly fought, brilliantly space given as well. Nothing was aggressive. So yeah, I mean now I'm not sure if the front car can also kind of use this active aerodynamic thing, because if they can do, then I think the person, the back car, I'm not sure like how it's going to give the advantage to them. So let's see how this is going to work and how the overtake is going to happen, because I think like at this moment I think uh, this just seems like an idea which is good. Like both the driver has the advantage, the car in the front has the advantage as well, uh, in this case. But let's see how this affects the overtake percentage, basically.
Drag and increase top speed. That shift in pace opens up longer braking zones, and with them, new overtaking opportunities in places we haven't seen before. It's available to every driver, every lap, to make the most of both downforce and car power. Overall, the cars are shorter, narrower, and
This is amazing. Again, another brilliant decision. Basically, I mean, I've heard that the wheel width is also reduced a lot, actually. But 200 is like close to 20 centimeter. It's not much, but it's like a feet and a half, something like that, close to that. So that kind of, I mean, when you are in F1, every inch matters, and I think here like 20 centimeter is like a really big deal, and it is 30 kilo less. See if the less, the configuration of the car, the setup of the car, if it's less, if they can make it more less, which they cannot, the Monaco will be great again. But again, but that's not gonna happen. But yeah, I think the corners can be, now we can see more, this combination of everything. You see the open aero active, the short, the length of the car, now the width of the car as well, the front wing has been reduced, it's been shrunk basically. These are like a perfect combination for high overtaking
Lighter.
percentages.
The wheelbase has been shortened, making them more agile and responsive for the drivers. And while the cars still sport their 18-inch
Nice.
tyres, they're narrower now,
See.
cutting drag, trimming weight. This follows behind the wheels with the design of these barge boards and the simplifying and shrinking of the floor bodywork. This is to discourage outwashing, where teams direct the turbulent air off the front wheels around their car rather than over its aero surfaces, which has affected following cars in seasons past. Cleaner lines.
You can see most of the car at the turn, they just like kind of collide at this point, most of the time. So this outside barrage that they have kept it, I'm not sure if it's gonna survive the heat now that the overtaking is gonna be more. That's what it has been mentioned multiple times. The overtaking is gonna be happening more. So let's see how this structure survives the race. I mean, it's gonna be awesome to see that.
At their fingertips is the boost button, overtake mode, and recharge controls.
Wow.
Essential tools to aid racing and lap time.
And reminder, you have boost available.
Boost gives the drivers maximum power from the engine and battery at the push of a button. They can use it anywhere, for attack or defense, so long as there's enough charge in their battery. Overtake is
So this is, they have been using it, like I think when there is a critical condition where they were like using the deployment from the battery as well as a power source. So I think they have been doing it before. I mean, is this something like both engine and battery gonna give the maximum output? Not sure, but yeah, it sounds good. Let's see, like how practically, what difference it makes out in the race.
just for attack.
Let's close the gap to under 1 second.
It gives extra power at top speed to drivers within a second of the car in front.
Overtake now available.
Essentially replacing DRS, it differs by having one single detection point which grants drivers the extra electrical energy to deploy for an overtake or to pressure the driver ahead to make them vulnerable later in the lap.
So it has like just one detection point in all of the circuit, like it's in like a straight line or something, like you cannot use it again. So it's like it recharges like every lap after that point is crossed. And so it is basically a DRS, by the way. um wow, this is actually cool. I mean, over the top, if it is giving extra speed, that's just awesome. Awesome. I mean, these are like perfect conditions for overtakes. I mean, it's gonna be, oh, it's gonna be so good, so
Job,
good.
let's keep going.
And to power boost an overtake, they'll oversee their battery recharge as well. Working with their race engineer, they'll be selecting from different modes to recharge their battery from braking and engine energy. Boost, overtake,
Yeah, system,
and
right?
recharge make drivers tactical masters and add more variables, making racing less predictable.
Use boost
That's
and
what we
overtake
want.
to
That's
attack
what
this
F1
lap.
wants. Seriously, that's what F1 wants.
Powering this change is perhaps the most significant update in
Beaten!
2026 beneath the bodywork. The F1 power unit has had a complete rethink. At its core, it's still a 1.6 litre V6 turbo hybrid, but the balance of power has shifted dramatically. The internal combustion engine output has been downsized, while the electric motor triples its output.
Wow.
That's nearly a 50-50 power split between fuel and electric. pushing hybrid performance to new heights. The new power units won't just be efficient, they'll run on advanced sustainable fuel for the first time ever. This isn't just any fuel. It's made from cutting edge sources like carbon capture, municipal waste, and non food biomass, and
Wow.
it's independently certified to meet strict sustainability standards. Every regulations
No,
update
I
brings.
think I'm not sure why V10s are gone. I mean, I think the most important aspect or reason of for banning the V10s or V12 was because the fuel thing was definitely there, the carbon emission was definitely there, uh, you know, uh, pollution and all that. But if we are actually using sustainable fuels, then like is it a possibility, or just I'm just like this is like a thought that when you get high basically. But like if the fuels are getting sustainable, I mean municipal waste, we are getting the fuel from municipal waste, I mean you know uh, then can we bring like wheat back by any chance? Because we are using a sustainable fuel. I mean that was the whole point, like no carbon emission or like the pollution. I'm not sure like what would be the carbon emission for these fuels, but if we are using sustainable fuels, then I mean of course there are going to be some byproduct for these sustainable fuel as well. I mean it will contribute to some extent, it will definitely will contribute to the pollution. But I like, yeah, if the fuel is getting better, then bring back the V10s, like I mean we are on the path, we are shrinking down the car, we are shrinking down a lot of stuff, we are making overtaking possible again. So I think soon, V10, hoping that V10 come back.
But what
Yeah,
about the
roots.
driving? With less downforce and tighter control over turbulent air, following another car through corners should be easier, but the cars themselves will be trickier to handle. Same power, less grip. Driver skill will be on display with them on the limit more often.
Okay, flat out to the end.
The 2026 car is built for the future, with exciting racing in mind. Every move and every decision will matter more
Boost
than
mode
ever.
sounds good.
With
Boost mode
cutting
is
edge advanced sustainable fuel, smarter energy usage, and tech that puts overtaking back in the driver's hands. It's not just a new chapter, it's a
make
whole new playbook.
not gonna deny that.
The future of F1 is here, and it's going to be fast, fierce, and unforgettable.
So I think boost, overtake, and there was another mode, right? Like battery recharge. I would just like to see practically the difference between all these. Boost is going to give the maximum output from the battery and engine. Uh, Overtake is going to give a little bit more over the top. I just don't know how. I mean, maybe the aeroactive things will work just like DRS. I'm just not sure. I'm confused as well on this thing. I haven't catched up, like to what exactly the idea behind the overtake mode is. And the another one which they have mentioned is like a battery recharge. I think it's the same thing as Kerr's system, but they have mentioned that they can recharge the battery twice the rate of compared to the period previously. And they have taken the MGHU unit, MGH unit. So yeah, I genuinely think that this is an amazing recipe. It's just not because of all these. I mean, seriously, this is like 80%. It's gonna be amazing just because of these regulations that has been changed. But I think the teams are new. As I said, Checo Perez is back again, so I'm really excited for that. And two new teams, Cadillac and Audi. Audi has proven itself in the races. I mean, it wouldn't take much time for it. It's a big company, big brand. I don't think that it is afraid of being sponsored or like financially. I think they are very stable. Not sure about the Cadillac, but Audi is definitely stable. I think again. So let's see how it goes. So We'll definitely cover more on these topics, because before the start of regulation, before the start of the year, basically 2026, I would just like to learn as much as possible about these regulations, so that when I'm watching it, I'm not actually learning it, but I'm actually enjoying it. So learn first and then enjoy. So see you guys. I'm not sure when I'm gonna upload the other video, but soon enough. So see you till then. Bye.